All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at J.C. Lewis. It is a Sunday. You can tell it looks like it's going to rain here any minute. But we're going to talk for a second, if we can beat the rain. We're going to talk about the Ranger. Pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages. We barely cover this vehicle, and for good reason. The reason, nobody can ever get one. Nobody ever gets one. Okay, they don't make them. That's the problem with it. It's the biggest problem. They don't make it. Even here, we got what? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. We got 5 Rangers. Looks like 6 Rangers. We got 6 Rangers right here. And what? One of them, I think these are all 2-wheel drive right here, right? Every one of these are 2-wheel drive. Every single one of them is 2-wheel drive. I mean, like I said, you just never see Rangers in this area for some reason on lots anywhere. This one here, same thing, 2-wheel drive. You can never find them. When you can, they're a good truck. Look at this one here. We got the 2.3 4x2, but it's 4x2, $41,000 for a 2-wheel drive with a 2.3. Okay, no bed liner, no nothing. This is a problem. This is our big problem. This is one of the cons with Ford. Number one, they don't make them. They just don't make them. They don't make a Ranger. Okay, I mean, there are very few of them that you ever see anywhere. So as a con, however, that is also a pro. Why is that a pro? Because people that are diehard Ford guys want the mid-sized truck and they want the Rangers, they will pay dearly for them used. They hold their value tremendously. Why? Because Ford makes 8. They make like 8 Rangers a year, and that benefits you tremendously. So in my opinion, that con of how hard you have to hunt to find one that you want also carries into the pro side, because when you get them, like I said, they hold value tremendously. So I think that's an excellent advantage to them. Now, price-wise, price is definitely a con. They are pricey. However, they do deal pretty decent, but not as good as you think. They're more, this is even a used one here, but they're more along the lines of the Maverick. So the deals are not as good as you hope you can. Nothing like you'll get on an F-150, but there are some deals to be there. But as far as the truck itself, when we look at the truck is proven. The motor, you get 2 options in them. Okay, you get 2 options in these here. Let's see here if I can find one with what. Here's an XLT. I'll bet this one here, I'm guessing, is going to, even though it's 2-wheel drive. Let me see. Nope, this is a 2.3, but you can get it with a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbo. This motor has proven itself for a very long time and is excellent. But again, $40,000, 2-wheel drive, 2.3 liter turbo. Very weak design in the bed, no bed liner back here, no low tie downs in the corners, which is upsetting. Those are bed lights that are right up tucked in under there. You do get bed power, which is nice, but the low tie down only in the back and in the back corners, nothing in the front is kind of a bummer. And like I said, no bed liner. There's some things about it that bum you out for the amount of money that you're talking about. Also notice on this one here too, we do not on any of these get the bumper step, but we do get it on this one. See how this one's got that cool bumper step? Notice that? Let's see what the difference is here, why that is. We come over here and we see that, window stickers on the other side, but this is the XLT. Working our way back around, coming over here. These are both XLTs. So they're both the same truck basically. This one's got the blacked out wheels. This one's got the chrome wheels. Okay, seeing some differences, same with the package on the doors, but let's see what this is. This is also 2-wheel drive, 2.3, and 39. This one's actually coming in cheaper, but I wonder why. This one has a bed step. These are both 2025s, but that's interesting. That one has a bed step in it. This one does not have a bed step in it. This is a Sport. That is not. Again, I'm not going to sit here. Let me look here and see if I can see anything on that. Chrome package, all weather, integrated box step, $215 right there. Integrated box step, 215 bucks. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. I'm kind of digging that right there, having that step on both sides. That's kind of a sweet setup, actually. I like it. I think that looks pretty cool. But the truck itself, pretty good. But like I said, Ford just doesn't ship them set up very well. Again, no bed liner in this one, no bed liner in this one. These are all $40,000 trucks, no bed liner in this one, no bed liner in this one, no bed liner in this one. And understand that may not be a big deal for people, but again, you're talking about some money in here too. Every brand is stingy with something that they do. And that white XLT is the only one that's got the bumper step in it. Now, as far as the motors that we're talking about on here, this one here is a 2.3 that's used. This one here is a 2.3. Same thing, 36 on this one. This is an XL. Now let me show you that while we're at it. Here's the XL. Look at the interior of this. Okay, look at this interior. Okay, it looks very, very nice. This is an XL trim. Look at how nice that looks inside of there though. Okay, I mean, this is important that you understand this, because this is one big factor of the Ranger that doesn't carry over into the other Fords too often. Okay, look at that inside. Nicely done. That's an XL. Here we have an STX. Guess what? Looks almost identical, right? Yes, very nice. Like the STX a lot. And then when we come over here to the XLT, it's not a whole lot different other than the screen. Same seats, same setup. Honestly, in my opinion, realistically, the STX version right here, I'll take that all day long. The STX setup, or even the XLT or the XL. I don't think that the Lariat is worth it, and I don't think that the XLT trim is worth it, in my opinion. Again, when you look at them right here side by sides, in the variations that you have, even in the front ends, I don't see enough difference to make it worthwhile to go to a higher trim. But you do get, so that's a Pro. That's going to fit in the Pro category. Why? Because you get the stuff you want in the lower trims. Even on here, we got the XL, we got the STX right here, and then these are both STXs, I'm sorry, even though it's called an XL, but it's STX trim. But we still get the same fenders, flares with the reflectors as you get on the XLT. You get decent wheels, you get the side steps, you get the same. Again, there's no difference here really between these trims. Okay, there's not a lot happening in this. So getting a STX, getting it with a sport and a rear locker would be my way I would probably go for this if I were to get one, if that's possible and doable. But what we are lacking and not seeing is the other motor. Okay, again, we said 2.3. We come over here, and I know this one I think we just said was 2.3. Is this one here? Am I gonna luck out anywhere? 2.3. 2.3, so we do not have one on here, but when you get this truck, you can get it with the 2.3 liter 4-cylinder turbo, or you can get it with the 2.7 EcoBoost twin turbo that is also in the F-150s. That motor is an awesome motor in this. And then if you buy the Ranger Raptor, you can get into the 3-liter twin turbo. These are incredible motors. Ford mid-size trucks have amazing powertrains. The 2.3, incredible. The 2.7, absolutely incredible. The lower trims of these trucks, absolutely incredible. We got that other XLT here. I wonder what's in it. Let's just look for the heck of it. But they do these trucks very, very well. These are low issue, top shelf, little get her done trucks. 2.3 in that one as well too, 2025. But these trucks are fantastic. Okay, there's not one thing that you can really fault a Ranger for. It's got the best in class payload. It's got great, incredible power. It's got incredible feature and function to it. Like I said, the lower trim levels are done up very, very nicely. So much so that I just don't believe it's worth even going to this XLT over an XL or a STX model. I don't think the value is there for the trim factor and things like that too. So Ranger has a lot going for it. It really does. It's got a lot of advantage to it. They have great, not only payload, like we said, they have excellent towing capacity. They're built pretty dang strong. This design has been proven overseas for years, and it's proven very, very well. I mean, they beat these things over there, Australian market, that kind of stuff. They put these things through the ringer, and they are used hard, and they are used very well, and they hold up incredibly well. So they have a very simple, functional, reliable aspect to them. And Ford builds great trucks. Now, I know they're up to 120 right now. They're at 120 recalls for this year right now. That set aside, Ford still builds an incredible truck. Any truck Ford makes is an incredible truck. I'll never deny that. And the Ranger is one of those. And in my opinion, there's not a lot of cons to a Ranger. Now the size is not bad. It's on par with a, interior wise, size wise, they are on par in here with what we're getting out of my, what the heck is my wife driving right there? A ZR2, a Colorado, sorry. But you do not get a 60-40 bench split seat in any of them. They are all one whole solid seat. It has to come up and down as one whole unit. There is no split in that seat back there, which is kind of a bummer. And storage underneath is a little more limited, but it is still, like I said, they do a good job with these trucks. I cannot fault them in any way. And I think the pros outweigh the cons. The prices can get very ridiculously stingy in the XLT, the Lariat, and that kind of stuff on there. They can get stupid. I mean, straight up stupid in price. But the lower trim ones, fantastic. And like I said, the fact that you can't find them anywhere and they hold their value so well, not a bad buy in my opinion. And their motors are rock solid, proven great motors. They will last you a long time and do a great job for you. And peppy as can be. Man, they got some punch to them. They got some attitude. And they also give you the rear locker and anything with a sport option too. You don't necessarily have to go to an FX4 to get that rear locker for that off-road capability. You don't have to go to the Ranger Raptor to be a decent off-roader. Any of these with a sport package with a rear locker is going to do a fantastic job for you. So there you go. That's it. This is my pros and cons on a Ranger. It is a great little truck. There's no doubt about it. We just don't talk about it a lot because, like I said, Ford can't make them. And even when they make them, they spit out this two-wheel drive crap. No offense to two-wheel drives, but I mean, give us something here. I mean, this is the world we live in. But there you go. Questions, comments, put them below.